Now, as Israelis head to the election, there's going to be a lot of focus on security. So joining us now with more on what we could expect on Tuesday is Emanuele Ottolenghi. He is a senior fellow with the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, and he joins us in Washington. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
34 parties sounds like an automatic coalition.
Well, you know, the history of the Israeli political system is one where coalitions dominate the landscape. Israel is a fragmented political system with a lot of differing ideas and views. The system is proportional, so the outcome is almost inevitable. You will have a lot of parties. But having said that, when one looks at the patterns of government, the system has also been fairly stable. The average length of a government is about 3.5 years over, you know, a 4-year period for the life of the parliament. So overall, despite the fragmentation, Israelis managed to get stable coalitions running the country. Even more importantly, what you see is that despite the fragmentation and the 34 parties running, the outcome seems to be a fairly strong right-of-center bloc that will emerge from Tuesday's elections.
If that were to happen, what effect could that have on the entire debate and scenarios involving Iran?
Well, I think that, you know, on the Iran issue, when you come to security issues in the country, you have really two issues today. One is the Palestinian issue and how to solve the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, and there are still fundamental divisions between right and left. On the issue of Iran, the divisions are much less significant. The questions that divide politicians on the question of Iran have more to do with tactics, with you know, specific steps or timing, but the nature of the threat is not very much in question. So I don't think that's going to be very much of an issue when it comes to voting. People will vote for the politicians they feel most comfortable with when it comes to the overall security challenges of the country. And of course, Iran will be one of them, but the overall regional security situation is another.
During the campaign, was there a lot of talk about peace talks and the potential for peace talks with the Palestinians?
It's always been the case in Israeli, you know, political debates that this issue is central. It is an existential question for the country to solve the conflict with the Palestinians. And so, you know, these elections are no exception. I think that, however, in the last 2-3 rounds of election, while these differences still exist and the issue is central to the debate, what you find is that the public remains quite skeptical of the existence of a credible partner ready to strike a deal that both Israelis and Palestinians could live with, while the public, and indeed the politicians, have moved more towards the center in terms of what they're ready to sign up to if there was a credible partner. They think that right now the Palestinians are not ready to come around for an agreement. And so this debate becomes, paradoxically, less important and less critical to the outcome of the elections, although the question itself remains central to the Israeli body politic.
Emanuele Ottolenghi with the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, thank you very much.